Lisabi. Yeah. Lisabi The Uprising.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's been making a lot of buzz. It's been, so we're just going to do review of it.
Please, what's the correct pronunciation of the movie?
No, I heard them say
It's Lisabi.
Yeah.
Let's start from the story writing. What do you think? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Please, as you're rating, don't use Hollywood standard to judge our people. We're trying. Let's temper justice
story writing. What do you think?
Story writing. Well, I'd say 9.
9.
Yeah.
You're very magnanimous. 9. That's like A now.
Yes.
That's A now.
No room for improvement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 is a room for improvement now.
Okay, well, just so you know, let's say it's an educator. So if she says that it's a 9, it's probably a 9. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, opinion based anyway. So
yeah.
How about you?
So right now, I give them a 6. Largely because I like the main plot, right? But I think a lot of the movie was about 1 hour, 40 minutes, if I'm not wrong, was centered around just the same storyline. So they were kind of overflogging it. I feel like they didn't stimulate us with enough
suspense.
Enough side quests that builds up to the crescendo of the end. So you could literally tell what the movie was about, and they stayed on that path throughout. Yeah. I think they could do a better job at trying to pull in some other extra story plots so that the entire story is rich, right? And more engaging. Yeah. So, but overall, a 6 over 10 story writing.
Yeah, I'll come to 5. Yeah, I'll come to 5.
You're so nice.
Yeah, I'll come to 5 just for the same reason that he said. I know. Yeah, 5. I'll stay with 5. Let's talk about the dialogue. What do you think about the dialogue?
8.
8. Like you.
I'm good like that.
Yeah. 8. Yeah, that's
cool. You have to encourage them. It's a way of encouragement because I'm looking at it, like you said, from an educator point of view. When you're giving scores like this, in as much as you don't want to kill the spirit
behind
learning, or the spirit of wanting to learn in that person.
Yeah.
So that score would at least, boost their morale. Then there is a room for improvement, which is your 1 or 2 or 3 that is left.
Yeah.
You get it? So
yeah.
I'd say 8.
Yeah. I think I'll give them a 7. Maybe because it could have been higher, but maybe because my mind was poisoned by the fact that online, a couple of people were not really happy that the actors did not embody the Egba, culture and language as well as possible. I mean, it does for people who can relate to the story.
Yeah.
Maybe because,
how many of them are still alive?
You'll be amazed. Quite a lot of people know the story. Not alive, but know the story. Yeah. Right? And then they're like, looking forward to that culture being truly dramatized, only to find out that they can. So like, for example, let's say Hollywood does a movie about Nigeria now, and they pick some actors who are supposed to be Yoruba or Igbo. And then the Igbo actors are bastardizing the Igbo. You won't enjoy it because you know what Igbo sounds like.
Yeah, we had that same issue.
You get pissed off that,
Sure, we're even get something like that.
Yeah.
Is it Idris Elba?
Yeah, we talked about Idris Elba.
Yeah, the things fall apart. We had that same conversation.
So let's be honest, people who relate to the story will not be as happy with the fact that they didn't get that rich Egba feel. So for that reason, I put it at 7. But I like the dialogue in terms of the interaction between Lateef, Mr. Macaroni, other guys. I really liked it. I think it was very funny, very engaging. So yeah, 7.
7, right?
Yeah.
The dialogue, I think I'll stay with 5.
Wow.
You're just a hater right now.
No. I'm not hating. I'm not staying.
Right now.
Well, I'm going to get to where I'm going anyway. But I'll stay with 5. I'll stay with 5 because based on what you said that people talked about, and I just felt like, there are some dialogue that will kind of make you think, so for me, I wasn't really, it wasn't so much about the dialogue, it wasn't so much about it was more so that I needed to watch it so that I can be able to talk about it.
Sure, you get.
let's talk about cinematography. The cinematography.
Cinematography, I'll give it a 10. No, sorry, it's a 10. Yes.
10 over 10.
Yeah,
10 over 10.
Levels don't change.
Yeah.
No, I agree with you. I'll probably give it an 8. Because even though it's the same village Oyo Empire feel, like we've seen like 5 different movies in the last 1 year. Jagu Jagun, The House of Ga. We've seen a lot of them. So, but this one had a different, feel to it. The richness of the colors, the landscaping, everything it made a lot of sense. So yeah, I think 8.
8, that's the cinematography.
Yeah.
I think I would insert inside the cinematography. I'll also insert sound effects inside of the cinematography. And I think they did very well, very well with the cinematography. Yeah, so I'm going to go to, let's say, 7.5.
7.5.
Yeah,
That's like 8.
Yeah, that's like 8.
Just dash them the
That's
0.5.
8 now.
Why must you point on that 0.5?
Yeah. I mean, they did very well. They did very well. And I think one of the things that we also need to celebrate about us is we're on a trajectory.
Yes, and you can see.
And we have to continue. And then also, we don't just want to, what's it called? Because we are being patronizing and I just say, of which I'm not disputing anything that you gave based on how you enjoyed it and stuff. It's okay. Really. But for me, I'm a critical, and that's also my industry. That's where I am. That's what I do and stuff. So for me, I'm saying it as a form of encouraging my guys. Like, we can keep going really because it's good. It's a good start. So I'm going to give you 7.5. 7.5 is what I'm going to give it to.
All right.
Special effects. What do we think?
Special effects, I'd say 7.
7.
I'm being honest. 7.
Yeah, I'll give it a 7 too. Just because we still have a long way to go to do proper special effects. But that notwithstanding, I saw, and I guess that's probably Niya Kimolayan's doing of Antil Studios. I saw him try to push the boundaries a little bit better, a little bit more. So, and I didn't cringe, right? Like when I saw those guys coming in, all those creatures coming and everything, I didn't cringe. So that was a good thing. But I knew it was like still a bit low level. So for that, just because I didn't cringe, I'll give it a 7 over 10. Yeah. Good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it 6. I'm going to give it 6.
You go be wicked lecturer. Wait.
No, well,
now this kind of lecturers, those children, the children plus the parents, they swear for them.
But what is 6? What is 6? Is C? Is it C?
Yeah, kind of.
Is it C?
I don't know. 60 is like B in some universities.
Oh, okay.
If you say 60 over 100.
Yeah, so B. B. So I've tried now. I've tried now.
You've tried.
Okay, let's get to the last one. The overall acting.
Overall acting was 10 over 10. They all did great. There was a lot of emotions, So it was very relatable. I loved it. Even, Liko, she did well.
Yeah, you mentioned someone now that shocked me. I did not know that Licorice was in that movie. When I was looking at the Yellow Bride at Benny, and I was like, and so I was watching the movie with someone, and someone said, "This is Licorice." I said, "Licorice, okay, how can Licorice be acting Yoruba film? Are you whining me?" And I dismissed it. Only to find out later that it was actually Licorice, right? And guys like Songodei, Ibrahim Chata killed it, right? It was the embodiment of evil, right? Mr. Macaroni that played Oshukenu, Latif that played Lisabi, and then some other guys who were like, side quest or extras in the movie. I think everybody really brought their A game. Gabriel Funlayon,
I was good to see that he wasn't lead.
Even Femi Adebayo played like 5 minutes, but he did a good 5 minutes at the beginning of the movie, right? Jide Kosoko. The Oba himself, Odulade
was there. I was like, see,
Olumide was there. Yeah. Odulade Adekola too was there as the Alaafin of Oyo. I would have loved to see more from Odulade, to be honest. Playing that role of king, I feel like he could have giving that aura a bit more, right? It made us really tremble at the role of the Alaafin as being that almighty, terrible guy. But I felt like the comedic part of him was still showing. I was trying to hide it. But other than that, overall acting, 8 over 10.
Yeah, 8 over 10. I think I'll stay with 8.5.
Okay.
8.5 because, like I said, we're not short of actors. We have good actors. We have good talents. We just need to kind of scale up.
Yeah.
In our production and stuff. And like I said, I'm not giving all those, marks. I mean, as a way of kind of being a bit too harsh. I'm saying it because I know what we can do, with the right resources and with the right, environment, and stuff. I know what we can do. So for me, that's the reason why I'm giving that, because I know that we can improve. And if we improve, it will only mean that there's going to be more viewership and there's going to be more
money,
and all. So that's the reason why.
As if the country allows you to improve. See, we are doing well with what we have.
T-Pain, airports, we're trying our best.
It still comes down to the fact that, we're in an environment that is choking on all
making things difficult.
Yeah, you understand, but we are still
trying
in all of that.
Yeah.
So it's actually always individual, effort.
Effort, yeah.
That actually puts Nigeria on the map.
Yeah.
Why we're going through all the things that we're going through now, we're always going to go back to politics. Do you know that it's an actual individual effort that started the refinery again?
Yeah.
And that's the reason why, we still have all these issues and stuff. So everything that you're saying is like right on the money, and all. If we don't have good governance, all these things will keep suffering.
Yeah.
And all.
Yeah.
And that's where we find ourselves.
Yeah, the creative sector needs some support. They need help. They need push.
Yeah.
Not we claiming what's the word now? When they give one of our movie producers an award now, wherever the Minister of Culture and Tourism we quickly slap his picture on Twitter and say we celebrate and we commiserate with our. But to support them, you will not support, but you take the glory when the accolades come. So we don't need all that.
Yeah. What do you think? Well, I mean, your total,
honest review
of the movie. What do you think?
I like it. It makes sense to me, and it's different from the usual, we're seeing Oyo as the great, mighty empire that it used to be. We're seeing it from another perspective this time around, which is what I actually liked. And at the end gave me a wow effect. When I watched the last part, I was like, wow. That was what I said at the end. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that cliffhanger.
Yeah.
You'd want to see what's going to happen later. I like the movie. They spent money from what I saw.
From what you heard. I say, first things first, kudos to, I think, Adebimpe,
and Lateef.
Yeah, they co-produced the movie.
Yeah.
Great job to Niyi Akimolayan, who directed the movie.
Are those guys, are they married?
Yeah, they're married. Yeah, they're couples. I would say I was tempted to not watch Lisabi because there's been a lot of complaints that we have overflowed the whole Oyo Empire storyline. And, using that village setting. In fact, at the point in time, they were like, Kunle Afolayan go don't tire for African Yoruba producers because they won't use in village guy.
They are still
but I mean,
that village setting.
There are some scenes there that felt it was just lifted from Jagun. Seriously, I was
but funny enough, they said that the set for that movie wasn't actually Kunle Afolayan's village; it was Ibrahim Chatta's village.
Yeah, I was saying that. I know that. It's not only Kunle Afolayan that has
that village.
Yeah,
right? So I know someone had it before.
It was. I think it was a good one. I liked the quality of the production. I also liked the storyline. So I'll say for anyone who hasn't watched it, just like you said correctly, I say it showed the Oyo Empire from a different perspective from what we used to hail it to be. So I think it was an interesting watch, no doubt.
For me, I was looking at it from the political angle, and I looked at it from like, okay, this is Yoruba, supposed to be the Yoruba Empire, and all. and you have leaders that are subjugating, the people, putting them under and just messing their lives up and all, And I'm like, you see, so if somebody now comes and say Yoruba Nation, Yoruba Nation or Biafra,
oh gosh,
or and
you
all,
have to go there.
I'm like, yeah. So for me, I'm looking at it from that standpoint. Like, our problem is not necessarily because this one is speaking Yoruba, this one is speaking Igbo, this one is Hausa, this one is this. Our problem is because we are just bad towards one another.
Yes.
So in all those movies, you always have somebody that stands up, to the elite of the time that are subjugating the people and then rallying the people to go fight for their rights and stuff. I'm like, do we have such people now? And those are the questions and you see, because all these movies are always telling stories of how empires are, built and how empires are crumbled and stuff because of what they did, like the 300, Spartacus and all those, and all, but in our own story, in our Nigerian story. Yeah. And I like it. I like it because it gives perspective, like, oh, okay, that's how the Yoruba Empire started. I watched it. I was like, okay. So I now went to look for the history of the Yoruba Empire.
Yeah.
And I was like, really, that's actually interesting.
Yeah, it's a true life story. Really.
True life story. So they fight, there was a time where the Oyo Empire was very big, and all. And it became so big to a point where some of them now started to kind of like, they don't like the way they are treating them, So they now started fighting the empire and all. Yeah, so for me, I think that's the way I kind of saw it from. I saw it from the place of, it's always been from the beginning where one person would be a sellout. One person would want to just kind of sit on top of the people and all. And I feel like it's a reflective movie for people to kind of, sit back and just watch and, see how people actually fight for their rights, and all.
Yeah.
But we have people that are sellouts, in this present day now, a lot of sellouts, once they give them money, they just kind of lose it and all. Yeah. So for me, that's what I kind of saw from the movie.
Yeah, well, see your own perspective.
Yeah.
It went political.
Very political.
Yeah. So that's what me.
It's just a movie.
Yeah, right.
But anyways,
but I like the fact that he's thinking in that direction because really, that's the country we're in right now.
Key takeaways.
In as much as we are looking at, are people fighting? Are people standing up? Is there anyone that is coming for pushing for a revolution in Nigeria?
Yeah.
I would say we're actually doing our pretty best. So a lot of people have even tried. The youths have tried. At least we held down, the toll gate for how many days or weeks that time.
Mm-hmm.
We've done our
the
best.
Lekki massacre.
Yes, but it is what it is.
We need our own Lisabi. We will gather the people.
We need a more.
Let's not talk too much. Yeah. Anyways,
Lisabi that will not sell out.
Yeah. Have we wrapped up the movie review?
No, you can go for it.
Okay, all right, yeah. To our listeners, one of the very good friends of the show, Rookie Black Rocco, she was on our show some days ago.
Black Rocco.
Yes, she's been promoting a new movie that's dropped. I think it's been actually dropped like a month ago and done at the cinemas, called The Weekend.
Yes, The Weekend.
One of the latest horror movies in town for our horror movie lovers. Is it a horror or thriller movie?
It's thriller.
Okay, thriller.
And horror.
Thriller and horror.
Have you seen it?
The Weekend. You seen it?
Okay.
I was like, was it dope?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, and thank God I was with someone in the cinemas because there was a part I was watching, I was like, oh my God, I want to hold it to you. I'm like, don't worry, my hand is here, just hold it.
It scare you.
Yeah.
For a Nigerian film to scare person, let me say they try you.
They really tried. I like it.
What are the actors, like minor actors?
Also, we have Buchi, Franklin,
okay.
Uzo Amaka, I can't remember her name. Then there's Damilola, the albino guy that was in Anikulapo.
Yeah, Gangs of Lagos.
Yes, Gangs of Lagos. We have then Kepi Ekpeyoung, Gloria Young, and Meg Otanwa.
And that's a...
Then there was James
loaded cast.
Gardner from Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, I think those were the people.
Yeah.
Those were the main cast.
So The Weekend is done, I think, viewing at the cinemas, but it's going to be coming out on stream soon. Yeah.
When is that?
Hopefully.
I don't know.
It's in the works. So when it comes out, go watch The Weekend.
I mean, we need to get in touch with Rookie so that she can come and tell us what's going on.
Give us
Rookie will be in the house.
She likes to feel fly anyway, but we need to bring her.
Come and give us some. But we're shouting out Rookie. Yeah. She was the special PR manager for the movie and the premiere and everything. She's in front of the house, so we have to support her. So when the weekend comes out on whatever platform it comes in, go watch it. Let us know what your thoughts are, your comments and reviews.